heading back home, and I just left the gallery to see Danielle McKinney. And all I can say is that it's so incredible to actually see her work in person. I'm so floored. She is incredibly talented. And at some points when I was looking at the pieces, I was like, whoa, I think that might be a joint instead of a cigarette. But either way, it was just so cool to see pieces in person. Not a lot of her pieces are big. She had this incredible watercolor. Which way should I go? Yeah, she had this incredible watercolor situation where it was just like black women bodies. Like you could clearly tell that it was, even though there was some abstraction to it. And then there was one that I just really, really loved. And the way that the skin crackled, I was floored. Oh God, it was so beautiful. And then I decided to go to the Sanford Biggers because I don't know too much about him, but that exhibit was so incredible. It was almost like he was reclaiming blackhood or blackness, especially with the sculptures. They were like Greek or Roman sculptures that were overlaid with blackness through the fabric, through the painting, the mask work. It was so incredible. And then the last piece, when I went into, like, you walk inside the gallery and then obviously it's designed in such a way for you to see the art in a particular fashion. And the last room, just, oh God, I almost cried. It was like these small sculptures, and then you look at the wall and it's a shadow of two larger men that I think possibly are Black Panther, just from the way that they were dressed. I'll put more information when I read about it, but God, it was so, I definitely like took several breaths because I was just taken aback by it. Yeah, I'm just incredibly inspired. Yeah, just incredibly moved as well. Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5. So it's the most important day of the year, my birthday. This birthday was quite reflective, very introspective, and I spent it getting dinner with a couple of my friends at a Peruvian restaurant called Artesano. Peruvian food is one of my favorite types of cuisines, and the food was so delicious. And while I cannot reveal what I wish for, I do hope that I'm becoming more of the woman that I want to be, the woman that I am. So after dinner, my best friend and I, we walked across the Brooklyn Bridge and we met up with another friend of mine and we just chilled. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better day. I randomly stumbled upon this store called Horseman. I didn't really stumble upon it. I was walking towards the gym and I saw it and I was like, I definitely want to go and check it out. They had a lot of beautiful mid-century modern pieces. I was also really impressed with the building itself. It was 4 floors, like, of secondhand furniture. I was very impressed by it. And this particular china cabinet really stood out to me. I love it. I love warm wood as well. And I also like this Piet Mondrian lamp. It feels inspired by him. But a lot of mid-century modern pieces, and I loved this lamp. It gave like steampunk vibes. And this dresser, lots of geometry. Again, it's mid-century. And I saw a lot of stained glass in really good condition too. The art, didn't see a lot of art that I vibed with, but this piece in particular was cool. And it's called Horseman. It's in downtown Brooklyn. So definitely check it out if you're in the area. Good morning. Good morning. I have a lot of updates. I have officially been back in Brooklyn for a little bit over a month, and I got a sublet about 2 weeks ago. I'm staying in this 1-bedroom apartment in Fort Greene. I'm only staying here for about 3-ish, going to 4 weeks. The person I'm subletting from, she's on vacation. It just worked out perfectly. I needed my own space to work and just somewhere that was quiet. I feel like the neighborhood that I'm subletting in is very beautiful, very picturesque, lots of brownstones. I'm not too far from the Fort Greene Park, super close to downtown Brooklyn, even though that's not really... Downtown Brooklyn has changed. So it's actually quite nice. But yeah, I am getting ready now. I'm cooking breakfast, heading to Central Park in about an hour. I'm hosting a Central Park walk for my birthday. It's part 3, the last of the 3 series that I did for my birthday. The first one, I went to an improv comedy drop-in class. The second one, I did a posing class, which was a lot of fun. And then today is the walk. And I did 3 things because I just wanted to give my friends opportunities to drop in to whatever one that they were interested in. But I'm really excited. I plan on having a lot of fun today. I've been to it many times, but I've never really walked from top to bottom or bottom to top. But there are a lot of hidden gems in Central Park that I want to explore today and want to bring you guys along. Also, I know I look very different. I just want to address the elephant in the room. A week before my birthday, I started my lock journey. I am no longer going to be a loose natural or wear braids and things like, well, I can still wear braids with locks, but I am so excited about starting locks because I've always wanted them, just been afraid of the commitment. I just wanted to experience everything that I could experience with my hair before locking, and I've done everything that I could imagine to my hair. I've been bald, I've dyed it blonde, I had a pixie, I had a tapered fro, so many different types of braids. I've done faux locks. What else have I done to my hair? I've done twist. I've worn my hair in an afro. Like, I personally feel like I've done everything that I can do to my hair. And something that I've been noticing is that I always default to just getting my hair done with braids, simply because it's just easy for my lifestyle and it's something that I don't have to think about. But I also feel like my scalp is changing as I'm getting older, and I am a lot more tender-headed than I used to be. And I just feel like locks just fits where I'm trying to go with my life in terms of my lifestyle. So when I first got them, they were so tiny and thin. I started off with 2-strand twists, and I still feel like my twists are very thin, but when I go to sleep, it just gets matted. And honestly, I'm at this point where I don't really care to do too much to it besides spray it with water every day. But yeah, that's another update for you guys. This peach is so pretty. Look at the colors. So pretty. I have a lot of feelings about being back. I feel incredibly nostalgic being in New York, being back in Brooklyn specifically, because it's been a long time since I've lived here. When I come to visit, it's not for a long time, maybe like a week at most. Brooklyn itself is just very different. Like, it's very different. Even my neighborhood that I grew up as a child is completely different. And I grew up in East New York. To see Brooklyn change, it just makes me sad to see, but I also think it would make me even sadder that if things stayed the same, because I've changed. I don't want to say I've changed, but I've evolved. And the person that I was when I moved from New York is not the same person that I am today. And the same thing with New York, we've both evolved. And it just feels different. And sometimes I wonder if I feel like I still belong here. And I know the sense of belonging and things like that is many different factors and many different layers, but sometimes I just feel like I still have a lot more exploring to do because, again, the world is huge and I visited so many great cities, and maybe I just need to see what else is out there and then come back to New York. I always love this city no matter how much it changes. And one thing that I do know that I miss about being in New York is just seeing so many different diverse cultures. Not that I didn't see that in California, but it's just different here. Seeing my family and my friends, and it feels like I'm starting over in a very nostalgic sense because I have an idea of what I remember Brooklyn to be like. I do know that I'm very excited to be exploring New York as an adult and not feel tied down. Overall, I'm kind of excited. Nervous, obviously, because I don't know what this new chapter is going to bring while I'm here. But I do know that I want to really, just lean into it. And I will always love New York. Always, always, always. This city is where I feel like the most myself, if that makes sense. Not even because I was raised here, but as a kid, I had a lot of independence and freedom living here, and I still feel that same sense of freedom and independence being here. But yeah, I will see you guys in Central Park. I gotta eat. So I'm officially at Sugar Hill Creamery, just waiting for my friends. I'm gonna get some ice cream. We're starting in Harlem, and then we're gonna walk south towards Columbus Circle. I've only been to the Bethesda Terrace area, which is probably one of my favorite parts of Central Park. And then I've also been in a walk area where they have the the horse carriages. It's raining, but it's raining in Brooklyn, and where we are right now, it hasn't rained, so hopefully it doesn't rain here. But yeah, I'll take you guys around and just show you how beautiful Central Park is, just how beautiful New York is. Chelsea. This is the Conservatory Garden. It's very beautiful, very manicured. Never experienced this part of Central Park before. There's a water fountain in the middle, and it feels so good. I did not expect it to be a sunny day. I thought it was going to be very gloomy, but I'm very happy nonetheless. But yeah, the fountain, I think the wind is pushing it this way, or the pressure is pushing it south, so it just felt really good. I don't even know if the water is clean, but who cares? Shower. Snow.
During the snow?
Yeah, like the winter time. I wonder if all of this stuff is frozen. So the first time The skyline's pretty.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling?
So good.
Enjoying? How you feeling, Aria? You enjoying the hike? It's not really a hike, the trail walk.
Some parts are like a hike.
Yeah.
It's nice. They're proud of it.
We're lost again. Gosh.
Want this one?
Happy birthday, Alana Day. I really appreciate you taking us on this walk despite how many times we got lost. The journey itself is what I treasure, not the destination.
This journey it's a metaphor of our journey of our friendship. Yeah.
So many twists and turns.
Welcome to Bethesda Terrace. Oh.